What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, we have some sad news to talk about for the future of Transformers media, movies, and stuff. Like, it just keeps on going in terms of this side of the Transformers, fandom and side of things. Like, it's just so tough to see what was once a $1 billion movie franchise, and we can't even get sequels anymore. So Paramount confirms no plans for Transformers 1 sequel, and this comes in from Josh Cooley, who attended BotCon, and he basically said this at BotCon, people are saying. So it's really terrible, man, because I'm not one of those people that thinks Transformers 1 is like some insane, crazy, amazing movie. I think it's really good, but, I didn't think it was like out of this world spectacular. I thought it was a great movie. But still, man, like, this is one of the greatest Transformers movies we've ever gotten, and we can't get a sequel to this, but we got a sequel to Age of Extinction? Man. Like, let that set in, man. Like, it doesn't even matter if you get a good movie. If it doesn't make moolah, you're not getting a sequel. And fans and just people around the world did not show up for this movie last September. And now we're in the predicament that we're in, and it's awful. I would love to see a Transformers 1 sequel, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen because of the box office performance. I can't even remember if this movie broke even. So with that, I'm honestly not surprised by this news. I felt like this confirmation was coming at some point, but at the same time, it's just kind of sad to still hear it. Like, people were like trying to put things under the rug and say that, oh, there's still hope for this, that, blah, blah, blah. But man, I saw this coming, man. I was talking about this in videos over the last however many months since the movie came out, and we found out it wasn't doing well at the box office. There was still rumblings of a sequel and still like hope before it hit streaming and before the box office run was over. That's what people were talking about, which is videos that I covered. But after it started to settle in and after that stuff passed, it seems like those plans got thrown out the window, because Josh Cooley was talking about how he has plans for sequels, how he's writing up stuff. He was talking about this like earlier this year and late last year, if I remember correctly. So it seems like plans have changed. He was in contact with Paramount or something, and recently maybe like nothing happened. Like, they just didn't want to move forward with anything else that Cooley had planned, which is really sad to hear, man. Because it seemed like he was such a passionate fan and director for this franchise. It seemed like something that we really needed with these movies, a guy like Cooley directing. And Travis Knight and Capel Jr. too. Michael Bay, I think he's just spent with the franchise. I just think he needed to move on from stuff. He was sick of it, basically. But the last couple guys we've gotten have been pretty good. Even though you could probably nitpick how Rise of the Beast turned out, he was still a fan of the franchise, and it still turned out better than the last couple Bay movies we got. And in my opinion, it turned out better than Bumblebee movie. Where do we go from here? We haven't heard any news on the G.I. Joe crossover movie in almost a year. The last time we got news on that was Lorenzo in that interview saying that they wanted to start filming next year and they wanted the movie to drop summer 2026. Obviously, it seems like that's not happening. They haven't even started filming yet. There's been no word on this movie since last year. We've had a writer attached to this movie since, I think, July he was announced to be penning the movie. So it's been pretty much a year now since we've had a writer on the film, and we're not getting anything back right now. Usually things would be moving a bit faster than this. Maybe it could be a good sign. Maybe Paramount wants to take things a bit slow in the development of this movie so they could actually make something a bit better. The guy that they got to write the movie, he seems like he's pretty good. He's done some quality work with movies. He's not like the most amazing choice they could have made, but I do think he's a lot better than Aaron Kruger and some of the other people that they've gotten recently for those Transformers movies over the years. I'm just kind of worried, man. Like, I just look forward to the next Transformers movie rollout, especially for the live action stuff. I mean, the animated stuff is cool, but you don't get that same sort of spectacle. You don't get the filming aspect of things. You don't get the like the rumors and the leaks and the different set designs, and like it's just more of a bigger production. It's a bigger spectacle when it's live action than animated. So I more than anything, I want to see a live action movie get made before another animated movie, and we don't even know if that's happening right now. And Paramount's license is up in 2027, I believe, for Transformers. So I think they have to do something before then. So I have a feeling that maybe later this year, early next year, we're going to start getting the ball rolling here for this G.I. Joe crossover movie, and we're going to start hearing some news, filming dates, synopsis, script is done, casting news, blah, 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 all that stuff. And I would assume they would want this out summer of 2027. Now, that's a decent turnaround date. I mean, that's 4 years after Rise of the Beast. That's not as soon as I would like it. I think summer 2026 was the sweet spot, 3 years after the movie. But sometimes it just works out like that, whether it's financing, production, them wanting to take the writing process slow, whatever the case is behind the scenes. If they need 4 years, they need 4 years. So that's how I feel like the timeline is gonna go for now with that movie. I could be wrong. Maybe Paramount is just done with putting money into the Transformers movies and the diminishing returns, and they want to give it to somebody else and let the license expire in a couple of years. That could be a possibility too. I have no idea what they're thinking. I don't have any insider knowledge. They're pretty much done with animated stuff. I feel like this was their one-shot ticket, and they took a chance, and it basically backfired on them. And Paramount is not in any position to be taking more risks like this. They're not doing well, from what I've heard. So I think this is it for animated movies for Transformers for a long time again. You know, they took a long break with animated movies before this one, and it seems like they're going to take another long break. I don't know, I feel like maybe Transformers just isn't that type of franchise for animated movies in the theaters. Maybe they're just meant for TV movies or streaming movies. But I don't know, it had that same attraction and flair that the Spider-Man, like the Spider-Verse movies have the last few years. So you would think this movie would have done better, but I don't know, I guess people just weren't feeling it. I feel like it was a mix between the marketing. I don't even know where to put the blame at this point. It's just odd to me that this movie didn't do good at all. I feel like it's the marketing, but I don't even know if we could blame it on that at this point. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below. How do y'all feel about the news of Paramount basically confirming there's no plans for a Transformers 1 sequel? And yeah, take off, watch this video. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.